to to address some of the different issues. So you're going to hear a lot from the prosecution at first on this. And again, it's to underscore the pattern, not just...
Okay. Hopefully everybody made it. Testifying is Cassie. This should be very, very interesting. Very interesting. They start off with all rise. The government calls Cassie Ventura. She takes the stand, extremely pregnant. Prosecution says, how old are you? 38. What is you work? I guess, what do you do for work? She says, musician and entertainer. How long have you known Sean? 10 years. Did you get into arguments? Yes, it would result in violence, dragging. What else did he do? Stomp me in the head if I was down. How frequently was he violent? Too frequently. I would get black eyes and bruises. Okay. I'm going to do a little recap in a second of that.
She left. She was
caught up right now.
Subjected to violence. And so that's going to be what they need the jury to come away with. But the defense wants to undermine that credibility. As you rightly point out, some of this stuff happened years and years ago, and the civil suit wasn't settled in 2023. So the defense is going to imply that there was a financial motive. They're going to suggest there are inconsistencies between her deposition and whatever she testifies to today, because when you give a deposition, there's going to be hours of testimony that will already have been recorded as a part of the civil suit. And if there's anything in there that doesn't line up with the testimony that happens in criminal court, the defense is going to make a big deal out of that. So you can be sure that Diddy's defense team, you know, they're a high-profile team, so they have scoured every detail of what she has said previously in that civil lawsuit. And if she breaks from that at all during the prosecution's testimony or when they get a chance to cross-examine her, they're going to make a big deal out of that. And so some of that may be, why didn't you leave before? If her reasons were different in the deposition than what they are today, defense is going to hark on that, and they're going to say, look, this is casting doubt on her story. And so if her story is doubtful, the whole case is going to fall apart. That's how crucial this is. So, you know, they're going to highlight that 2023 civil lawsuit. The defense will eventually, when it's their turn, suggesting those inconsistencies. And they're going to ask, why did you stay with Diddy? You know,
right,
did you take vacations? Did you accept gifts? Was there jewelry? Was there this? Was there that? There are public appearances.
They're going to be asking about everything. So it started. She's taking the stand. They try to get her husband not to be there, but the judge said he can be there because they might call him as a witness. She's very pregnant. They asked how old she is, 38, what she does for work, musician, entertainer. How long were you with Sean Diddy Combs? 10 years. Did you get into arguments? Yes. Resulted in violence, dragging. What else did he do? Stop me in the head if I was down. How frequently was he violent? She said too frequently. I would get black eyes and bruises. Let me show you video. So LA hotel elevator lobby shown. So they're putting up video. Prosecution says, where is this? She says the Intercontinental in Los Angeles. It was after Freakoff. Prosecution says, what does that entail? She says the hiring of an escort, setting it up. Okay, we're caught up now. see. Let's see what else. What else we got? So I guess he's showing the video. Somebody yelling. So the hiring of an escort, setting it up. How did you feel when he first asked for it? She says, confused, nervous. I wanted to make him happy. Did you agree to one when he first proposed one? Yes. Then there were more. It wasn't something I wanted to do, at least not that frequently. They're talking about the escorts. The escorts. Thank you for the subscriptions on YouTube. Appreciate that, Gabe, Janice, Susan, Patricia, Michelle, darling. All right, let's see if I get this set up over here. All right, still waiting. Damn, midnight. Did he abuse his own children? Oh, if you guys could help me out with the like button again, please. Those that were transferred, everybody, gotta hit the like again. Yo, no. I wonder if she'll go into labor. Oh my god. Jeez. Oh, yeah, I gotta update that. Thank you. Okay, Cassie is testifying. Yeah, I gotta update the ticker. Get your popcorn. Should update now. Inner City Press, what do you got for us? So they're talking about hiring escorts. How did you feel when he first asked? Confused, nervous? Did you agree to one when he first proposed? Yes. Then there were more. It wasn't something I wanted to do that frequently. She says I didn't know what no could turn into. What do you mean? Making him angry. What were you afraid of? What happened if you said no? Though time he had blackmail materials. She said he had blackmail materials. What did you give to the government? She said laptops. Laptops. She gave the product. Produced. This lady had to say here earlier.
That, maybe Kanye West had something when he was telling everybody that that he was making Sean John tank tops, right? Other people were shouting love, love, love. Diddy had a lot of supporters that people said that they went to school with him. They knew when he was younger. They think he's a good guy. He doesn't need to. I was actually really, really shocked and appalled, if I can tell you guys the truth. What else can I tell you guys? There was also yesterday with the SMEX worker, so many crazy things came out. One, that Diddy was in complete control. Now they are saying that there's going to be a lot of people that Diddy's going to have saying that Cassie was the one that texted the men. Cassie was the one that paid the men. Cassie was the one that did all that stuff. However, what they're trying to say is it really had nothing to actually do with Cassie. What they're trying to say is that even though it looked like Cassie was the one that was doing everything, Diddy was actually the one, okay? Diddy was actually the one that told them what to do, told her what to say, told her how to touch, told her where to sit, literally, told her what to wear, okay? If you guys don't remember the SMEX worker yesterday, now one of the most shocking things from yesterday was that Diddy actually had his children, and again, those boys are grown men. He had his adult sons, but he also had his daughters sitting there listening to the security guard when they were talking about the way that he attacked Cassie, okay? Now, after that, that's when things got a little weird. That's when they were like, yo, right? That's when things got a little weird, and they were like, yo, in the middle of the sex worker coming up, that's when it got weird, and they actually had Diddy, the girls kept getting up, leaving, and then coming back in. Again, it shows a little bit of a psychology. How the hell, and I mean that literally, how the hell is it okay for you to hear about you abusing the person you're with, right? But at the end of the day, now y'all are upset. Oh, sorry. But now y'all are upset and you're leaving. So you're fine to hear about the physical abuse. But when you hear about like hiring the SMEX workers and what your dad was into, now all of a sudden you get up and leave. Now, again, I understand that they're young girls. I would even say, why did they even have them in? But you got to think, did Diddy always have them on the yachts? You know, half of the things that happened on the yachts out in St. Tropez, Diddy actually had them on the yachts with them. So where was all this stuff happening? It seems like because he was Father of the Year and he kept his kids around him so much that they actually were privy to a lot of stuff that was actually going on. Okay, So there's that, okay? But then there's a few other things. So it's kind of like, okay, they're privy to all that stuff, but what difference does it make? There's a few other things that actually went on too, okay? When they said that Smex worker, again, as much as people want to be like, oh my God, Cassie loved it, Cassie wanted it, every one man that was around her, whether it was the security guy, the Smex works or whatever, they all were horrified by what Diddy was doing to her. And they all said, yo, you need to make sure that you stay safe. They always thought that Cassie's life was in danger. This was another shocking thing that the prosecution was super, super mad about, but yet and still, they had to push back to make sure that that was a go. What else can I tell you, okay? Again, everybody's waiting for Cassie's testimony. Even though Diddy thinks he only has to go with Cassie, there is another person called May. These are aliases because they're using anonymous. There was a person called May that May is testifying. There's an employee that Diddy said kidnapped and raped. May's testifying. There's another girl named Jane that's testifying. There's two actual victims, and there's an employee that also sounds like she was a victim too. As expected, Gina Hun will not be testifying. Baby, bad decisions, bad mistake. Oh, thank you. Oh, perfect. Oh, that's you. Okay. Cool. Okay, I'll text you. You can let me know. Thank you so much.
I don't want you to miss your spot.
Thank you.
Okay. So what's up, everybody? Welcome. We're doing the Cassie takes the stand. All right. I'm trying to do a little technical stuff behind the scenes so the stream can be a little bit more. I'm trying to work on something that'll be kind of cool if I can get it to work properly with regards to pop-ups and stuff on the screen. But so she took the stand. We'll do a little mini recap. Took the stand. She's very pregnant, 38 years old. She works in the music industry, an entertainer. With Sean, 10 years. They're talking about the fighting and arguing. She said it resulted in violence, stomping me in the head if I was down. This guy was always violent, is what she's saying. She would get black eyes and bruises. And so he shows her the LA hotel elevator lobby, the video. And she said this is at the Intercontinental Hotel. It was after a freak-off. And he's asking, what do the freak-offs entail? The hiring of an escort, setting it up. And he asked her, how did you feel about it? At first, she said she was confused, but she wanted to make him happy. Did you agree to one when he first proposed? And she said, yeah, I agreed to it. Then there was more. And it wasn't something I wanted to do. And it was happening all the time. More frequent. And Ventura says, I didn't know what no could turn into. So she's saying she was afraid that he was going to threaten her, hurt her, hit her. She was afraid to make him angry. What were you afraid would happen if you said no? And she said at the time he had blackmail materials and she gave it to the government, laptops. Prosecution says, I've handed up GXB. Do you recognize it? She says, yes, I've reviewed this drive. It has communication and documents pertaining to Mr. Combs. Did you review photos on it? Yes. What's this photo? It's me in 2004 with Carrie Morgan. When did you sign the Bad Boy Records? She said 2006. It was a 10-album deal. Did you release any after 2006? No. Who was in this photo? Kim Porter. She was Sean's ex from before me and the mother of his children. Okay, now we're caught up. Okay. Okay, so we're waiting for some updates. It's going to be really interesting to see the cross, what they're going to try to do to break the story apart. They're going to try to say that she was a willing participant, that probably she was just as toxic. Whoop, whoop. Let's see. I'll have the old chat up here. Let me get the new chat up on the screen. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for coming. This is the Star Witness. Star Witness. Okay, it continues. It continues. So they're showing a picture of Kim Porter, Sean's ex. You know, she passed away. And prosecution says, where did you celebrate your birthday in this photo? Cassie says, in Las Vegas. Kerry Morgan was there too. We're out on his patio on my 21st birthday. VMAs. Prosecution says, what happened then? She says, Sean kissed me in the bathroom. I ran back to my hotel and told Carrie. Prosecution says, when you got back to New York? Question mark. She said, I'd visit him in the Trump Hotel in Columbus Circle. Uh-oh. His apartment was being renovated. Prosecution says, what were you going with your music career? She said, trying to come up with a concept. Sean called all of the shots. Okay, he was a shot caller. Somebody said he coached her well. Somebody here said the government is trying too hard. She wasn't visiting him in his hotel room about her music career after he kissed her. Oh, shit. That's you can make that point. Carmelo, yeah, I would love to cover Carmelo. That's going to be an interesting, controversial case. For sure. Yes. Place this. Let's try this. Okay. Still trying to get this thing to work. Cassie. Let's read some of the other articles too to fill in a little bit of the gaps. Some of the live updates. So Cassie says she didn't feel she had much of a choice but to participate in Sean Combs' Freakoffs. She testified Ventura, who described herself as a naive and a total people pleaser, feared making him angry or uncomfortable with rejection. Combs controlled much of her life, she said. Later, Ventura feared that she would be blackmailed with videos and images of her participation in the Freakoffs, as well as threatened with violence. He had many resources to spread those images on the internet, she said. It was always in the back of my mind that I would somehow be hurt by him. Sean is a really polarizing person, also very charming. It's so hard to be able to decide in that moment what you need when he's telling you what he wants. She also had said, I just remember my stomach falling into my butt, just the nervousness and confusion in the moment. Cassie Ventura said, recounting her feelings when she first learned about the nature of a freak-off. She was 22 at the time and didn't have a concept of how that would be a turn-on, she said. But Ventura said she loved Combs very much and wanted to make him happy. And so she had also said that the Freakoffs was introduced to her within the first year of their relationship. Sean proposed the idea, the sexual encounter that he called voyeurism, and asked what a freak-off entailed. And like we said earlier, hiring a male escort, setting up the experience, and performing. Combs would direct the performance, she said. Ventura had her eyes down, recounting this, pausing to slowly exhale. Okay. Also, Little Rod came to the courtroom today, too, to show up for the trial. Little Rod's there. He was there yesterday. Wow. Crazy, man. Stay away. Let's try this one. All right, let's see. So they talked about the birthday. Right on. Okay, let's see. They talked about the photo, Kim Porter, and this birthday celebration in Vegas, and Carey Morgan was there. He kissed her in the bathroom. She ran back to the hotel. She visited him in the Trump Hotel in Columbus Circle. His apartment was being renovated. And she said she was going there for her career. Though somebody was calling out she was really going there because of the kiss, but maybe it was both. I don't know. So they asked, what is the age difference between you and Sean? And she said 17 years. How did you feel when Sean invited you back to the hotel? She said nervous, excitement. We were going to talk about his music. He introduced me to oral sex. I didn't understand it. What? What the? Somebody said, girl, how do we go from your music deal to blowjobs? I don't understand it, girl. Somebody said, from a jury perspective, she does sound fame hungry and a groupie. That's what somebody said too. Oh no. Oh man. Before the kiss, you didn't talk about music with him in his hotel room. After the kiss on your B-day, you're now going to his hotel room just to talk music? Yeah, right. Again, the government is trying too hard. No need to prove she was sexually inexperienced when she met Diddy. It could backfire. Yeah, was she a virgin or something? What you trying to say? Oh, God, these people loose. Somebody said, you sound like you're trying to get chose. Somebody said, English, please. They're going in on that person, though. They're attacking her for saying that. Let's see. There's another update. Did you visit Sean in Miami? She said, yes. I went with Carrie Morgan in Dallas, Austin. What did you and Sean do together? Sexual intercourse. He gave me a blue dolphin. Damn, yo, I heard those blue dolphins are amazing. I never got to try that. He gave me a blue dolphin ecstasy on the boat. No wonder everybody's wilding out. That blue dolphin thing I heard was legendary. I used to hear about that back in the day. Blue dolphin. I never got to try that. Back in the day, they used to talk about that. Somebody replied in the tweets, consenting adults playing roles, nothing more. Oh, there we go. There we go, baby. Let's see. Girl. Girl. You better get on right. See where we can put this. I don't know. We should put it right here. We'll see how if it updates properly. Had you once taken ecstasy unintentionally? Yes. How do you take ecstasy unintentionally? Maybe by accident, I guess. How do you take ecstasy unintentionally? Oh, you got to keep it open? Somebody's screaming over there. So the last thing there, yeah, how did you take ecstasy unintentionally? So she said it was in the Gatorade. When you took it intentionally with Sean, how did it feel? She said like rolling. Anybody ever roll in the chat? Anybody ever roll before? Like rolling. Felt like rolling. What else? At the time, what did you think? That we were spending a lot of time together. I thought we were monogamous, meaning I thought it was just you and me together exclusively. Was it made public? She said no. I was his artist, also his family and his children. Who was linked to him publicly? Kim Porter. How did Sean treat you at this time? We had fun. We had a good time. We had fun. Popping pills, having a good time. Having a good time. That blue dolphin, man. Let's see. Anybody know about that? Hillary said it's a double standard. If Cassie says she's innocent, little girl, y'all believe her. If Diddy says he's innocent, little man, y'all call BS. It's because he's a man. Oh. They see me rolling. They hating. Please explain rolling to people that don't even drink. Rolling is when people take ecstasy. It's just a term they used to call back in the day. Maybe because the way you feel and stuff, we just say, oh, I'm rolling. You're literally like, you're just, your eyes. Some people put sunglasses so you don't see your eyes because your eyes are rolling. Your eyes are rolling in the back of your head, you know? That shit was crazy. I wonder if I could do something like this, huh? Cool. Okay, let's see. All right. Waiting for some updates. Get them updates. Okay, let's see what we got. We're still waiting. So yeah, we had fun. So yeah, rolling. You know, they were taking drugs, ecstasy. He was with Kim, I guess, at the time, right? He had his family and stuff. And that Blue Dolphin I used to hear about a long time ago. It's like a legendary pill. Blue Dolphin is a pill, ecstasy. They used to say it was like the best one out there. It's a thing of almost folklore now. Rolling. You know? Rolling. Eyes in the back of your head. Twitch, I'm going to start you guys over, Twitch. I'm going to start you guys over with a new title, okay? I think everybody were... Oh, do I have to... Oh, you know what? No, I could just update the title. Never mind. We just update the title. There we go. Do that. And, still waiting on an update. So what I can do is let me check out the articles, see if we get some type of tweets with a little more context. After Sean Combs kissed her on her 21st birthday, Cassie testified that he would invite her to meetings in hotel rooms in New York. She said she felt nervous, excitement about these. We're going to talk about music, or we're going to talk about what's next, Ventura recalled, thinking. Over this period of time, Combs introduced her to oral sex, Ventura said. He just kind of made me feel crazy for not reciprocating. But that is a little crazy, to be honest with you. But after he performed it on her for the first time, she recounted she said she was completely sexually inexperienced at the time. So they're talking a lot about her sexual experience, you know, what she knew how to do, what she didn't know. I guess they're trying to say that he introduced her to a world that she didn't know. She was, you know, completely innocent, void of experiences, you know, that she was just came along and he corrupted her. Jimmy Jams, thank you so much for the subscription on or follow me on Twitch. Also, the prosecutors asked why she sought Sean Combs' company, and she said, I wanted to be around Sean for the same reasons as everyone else at the time. This exciting, entertaining, fun guy who also happened to have my career in his hands. I felt special because not a lot of people got that time with him. The cross is going to be interesting, I'm telling you. Ooh. Let me just fix this real quick too from this morning. I should probably make a playlist of these live streams so it's easier for people to follow. Let's see. What are people saying? Let's see what's going on. Hasn't been met. Judge says, I find it has for this exhibit. The defense opening said there will be 1 million of All right, I gotta check this on here. All right, let's see what else. What else do we got? Okay, we got a little update here. So we had fun. She says we had fun. What happened? What was his lifestyle like? He had all these assistants. He could get things done. He traveled quite a bit. What's this photo? Sean and I at a strip club in New York, 2007 or 2008, Halloween. How does Sean's moods vary? She said day to day. I mean, like most people. Prosecution said, when it swung, could you describe it? She says, anger, zoning out. Prosecution says, how did it impact you? She said, greatly. The next thing I knew, I was getting hit in the face. There was also psychological abuse. He'd tell me to watch my mouth, change my face. Change my face. When things are good, they're good. And when it's bad, it's bad, somebody said here on Twitter. Hope they aren't trying to villainize her for finding the balance. So they're saying also, so there's multiple reports coming in on what's going on inside of the courtroom. And they're saying that at times in her testimony, Cassie rested her hands on her pregnant belly. At particularly emotional points, she sniffled and dabbled her eyes with a tissue. Cassie testified that the prosecutions introduced photos of her and Combs at events in the mid-2000s. Numerous photographs, including a photograph of the boat in Miami. Another photograph depicted the fledgling couple at a strip club in New York on Halloween 2007, shortly after the Miami trip. Another picture showed them back in the back of a car at the beginning of their relationship. Combs wrapped his arm around her. I was just enamored by him. We were just having a good time. It was really fun at this point. Cassie noted that earlier on in their relationship, they weren't public about it. She said Combs had expressed concerns about perceptions given that his company was also producing her music. So Kim Porter died November 15, 2018. November 15, 2018. So Sean Combs had a long and complex on and off again relationship with Kim Porter from 1994 to 2007. Okay, Combs and Ventura reportedly began dating in 2007.
It used to work in the rain. It's got holes now. I have better. I didn't bring it out because I knew we were getting bring it out.
16. Okay. Let's see for some updates now.
of the press.
I'm still waiting. Okay, we're still waiting on some updates. Oh, fuck. All right. Let's see. We get an update. So waiting. They talked about Sean's moods. Oh. His lifestyle with all the assistants. Oh, this thing is acting weird. Okay, we got a new thing. We got a new update here. So Sean's moods would vary. They were just talking to her about the strip club photo in New York, like 2007 or 2008. They asked about how his moods vary. It could swing. He would anger, zone out. How did it impact you? Greatly. The next thing I knew, I was getting hit in the face. There was also psychological abuse. He'd tell me to watch my mouth, change my face. And then they just posted, how would he keep tabs on you? She said, we didn't live far apart. He'd send security to come find me, or a trusted assistant. Like who? She said, David James, Christina Coram. Was your relationship exclusive? She said, no. Okay. All right. So she's saying security would be sent, keeping tabs, assistance. She's dropping names. Oh, Lord. Kim Porter. Cassie. David James, Christina Coram. Somebody says, so friends with benefits, LOL. Star witness takes the stand. Some more details. Prosecution witness Cassie says she described being enamored by Sean Combs in the early part of their relationship. I really fell in love with him. She said, describing herself as a little shadow who followed him around. She thought it was my first real adult relationship. So they're making it sound like she's a teenager or something, like a little 14-year-old, 13-year-old. But as the relationship continued, Combs exercised more control over Ventura's life, such as how she looked, whom she was speaking to, and what she was working on that day. She testified. She said he was an incessant caller, calling me all the time, and would have staff, assistants, and security continuously pester her until he found you. During her testimony, Ventura has been pausing to take slow and deep breaths. She's also running her hands across her belly and adjusting herself in the chair. That's an interesting piece of detail there. Another update. I guess this thing on the screen, I'll have to see if it works in a little bit. It's not updating. Says here, did you see other men? Yes, I did. Did Sean see other women? Yes. He said, I am Puff Daddy. I was insanely jealous. Did you move to LA with him? Yes, he wanted to be close to his kids who were there. Okay. Cross is going to be... I know, that cross-examination? Woo! That cross, oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. He wanted to move where his kids are at. In the search box. Between search. All right, all right, all right. All right, we got an update here. Let's see. Where did you live in LA? 875 Comstock Avenue, Wilshire Corridor Condos. How tall was the building? No more than 17 floors. Where did Sean live? 200 South Mapleton. Sean would use a golf cart to get back and forth. Okay, Sean J.D. Combs. Oh. Limited to 10 tweets per chat. Okay. Oops. All right. Let's see updates. I'm gonna check what's going on in the courtroom from some of these other reporters. All right. What's going on? You guys could help me out with the like button. Let's check out what some of these other reporters are saying. I'm gonna have to turn the AC down a little bit. Turn the AC down. So, Cassie Ventura, she testified about the psychological abuse she experienced with Sean Combs. She said she always had to be working on something, and Combs would check in to make sure she was doing something. This included submitting a list of songs she was working on. A lot of the songs I didn't actually come out. It's almost like it was just a mind game. She said describing the tasks as busy work or just control over what I was doing every minute of the day. When Ventura ignored Combs, he would constantly call and sometimes send a security agent or a trusted assistant to her home. It was part of Combs' security staff's job. Ventura had to keep an eye on her. Prosecution witness Cassie Ventura described being enamored. Oh, we did that already. Enamored. Okay, yeah, we did that. That one we caught already. And she also testified that over time, Combs became increasingly violent or controlling and sometimes violent. She said Combs would get abusive over the smallest perceived slights if she wasn't smiling at him the way he wanted her to, or if he thought she was acting like a brat. You make the wrong face, and the next thing I knew, I was getting hit in the face. Cassie said that if she didn't respond to his call right away, there would be incessant calls. Okay. She was describing how she met Combs at 19 and fell in love. Okay. Love with Combs. Got another update. Who paid your rent in LA? She said Sean did, except when I had the house in Studio City. Why'd you pay then? I could afford it then, and I wanted to have some control. It was accepted. By whom? Sean. How many songs did you write while with Sean? She said hundreds. Most were never released. Some got leaked on the internet. Some on mixtapes. How many albums on your deal were not released? 9. 9 albums. Did you get paid for them? No. And it was a 10 album deal. Damn. Whew. Okay, so we gotta wait. Let's see if it updates. Okay, okay. What are you guys thinking so far, man? Let me see you guys in the chat. 9 albums withheld, yeah. It's crazy. That is crazy. Let's see what else. What else we got going on? Okay, we got another update. The Freakoffs became a job. There was no time to do anything else but to do them, then try to recover. So the Freakoffs became a job. Wow. How much time in your week would Freakoffs take? The longest was 4 days. Oh. Whoa. Significant periods of time. 4 days. That sounds like some meth stuff. Oh, you guys were just, what? 4 days of Freakoffs? Wow. Jeez. Man, imagine, man, what that place was looking like, smelled like, the drugs, alcohol, drinks, money, the people that have to clean up after.
I used to use Storm Tracker, but now they want you to pay and they stop the predictability. Cut you off at now. They show you before up to the next Okay, they're taking a break, looks like.
It says judge will break here. I guess it's the lunch break. Wow. Them freak off parties, man. Let me see what else we can pull. Let's see what other information we can pull. Wow. Paid nothing to do them. Oof. Jeez. Crazy, 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 crazy. So Cassie was recalling her time in Los Angeles with Sean Combs. She said she moved there because Sean Combs wanted to be closer to his children, some who were living in California at the time. I wasn't ready to be out of New York, but she followed him because I was in love and I wanted to be near him. Before that, Ventura described being gifted a New York City apartment by Combs. He paid the rent and lived nearby. He said he also paid for some of the apartments in Los Angeles and had his own keys so he can enter whenever he wanted to. Damn. I guess he was paying for it, but maybe you could say it's a thing of control too. They're taking a lunch break, but they're coming back at 1. They're coming back at 1 o'clock. Not a long, quick lunch break. Courtroom resume at 1 p.m. She noted that the rap star paid her rent at apartments close to his residence. He had his own set of keys. He would do a lot of unannounced visits. Dang. Cassie said as a birthday present, Combs rented her a Manhattan apartment a few blocks away from where he lived. Another apartment Combs rented for Cassie in Los Angeles was just 3 minutes drive from his home. He'd sometimes take a golf cart. They wanted to keep a close eye and close tabs. In the beginning, Cassie said she was insanely jealous. She said that resulted from being super young. I didn't get that he was him. As he would say, I'm Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy has many rules. Likes the company of women, she recalled. She said that as time passed, she came to believe more often than not that they were in a monogamous relationship. He expected that of me. Man, bro. Wow. Wow. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Sorry. Oh,
In a few minutes.
do lunch on Thursday.
Lunch break, 1 p.m. return. 30 minutes. What you guys doing? It's 12:30 right now.
I'm grabbing an emergency sandwich.
I gotta find my guy.
What a day, what a day, what a day. I'm gonna go turn the AC down too a little bit. Just be right back in this bathroom. Break.
This is late for lunch, right? 12:30? No, I guess not. I guess we can do that. Yeah. There are people voluntarily here. Many people voluntarily here. I don't understand that. We have NewsPath here, local here, national, and we're cool. How come we don't have a truck here to support that? No? Does that make sense? No?
I just happened to look in the lobby. There they are. I didn't look in there. I want this shit looked at. The other one? The biggest one?
So it's not going to go.
We got it.
Thanks very much. Yeah.
Za. 30 minutes, guys. Y'all ready?
What is this like for you?
I see you, Diddy. I see you, Diddy.
doesn't like to see
Kids, keep your head up. 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 It's hard, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? But then I let it
show with people and media.
Everybody was there. This is their sprinter. They leaving now. That was your family. Tap it up, tap it up, tap it up. This is live footage. Live footage, guys.
That guy, I'm like, Jesus broke. There is a picture. Where is she? Believe me, I get on the train. Yeah, but that's not open. That's parking. I've been in the freaking man.
Yeah?
So it was there's no trouble in my
You don't want to get in trouble. You want to make your right. You do not want to cause any regret.
because she's going to be here for 2 months.
No, really?
Richie. Rich.
Red headband?
He's back.
Girl got cooking up the list. It's all good, man. All good. When you facing the case, you're gonna hope to say about yours. Don't worry about it. You ain't gonna be innocent of that. You are innocent. There you go.
We are live. We are live. We are live from the federal building. This is Sean Combs trial. We are live. The whole family is coming out. We're the only people that judge our own people. Here we go. Like, comment, and share. Like, comment, and share. Ain't no brand behind all this. Okay. Let's be very clear. I used to work there, yes, sir.
I've been there too much. From the other side of the fence.
I'm just saying.
From the other side of the door. That side of the door, you can't tell me a motherfucking thing.
I understand. No problem. We ain't got no beef. We good. We good. Keep your head up. 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 Miss Combs, keep your head up. Miss Combs, keep your head up. Girls, keep your head up. Hey, focus.
Does Mr. Combs have any sympathy for Miss Ventura?
Girls, keep your head up. Girls, keep your head up. Girls, keep your head up. We live.
Does Mr. Combs have any sympathy for Cassie Ventura?
Diddy. Friends. 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 That was wrong.
No white, no. Everything white, dark, and no. Even the snow. That's all this is a fashion show, because we all know that he's walking us out of here free man. We're going to see what them badges are worth. The badges ain't worth the metal that you ordered them from China on. Everything that these white boys got on is from China. Your badge, your bulletproof vest, everything came from China except the guns. The guns, you know, those are made in Idaho. West Virginia.
Hope you know.
We got a problem, white boy.
Really talking to me.
I am public enemy number one. And there ain't no number two. Unless it's Diddy. I'm the gorilla. Be the Diddy Kong.
Better off without her. Ready to have it.
You guys build your own wall? sitting on the bench. See that squirrel? Come across the street.
I hit the one by on top of my camera, then I can dial in intensity and colors, all of that. Rick will do it. But it's also water. Water resistant. I don't know if it's waterproof, but it's, yeah, it's not good. My Stellas are waterproof. Literally. Yes. Yes. But I wouldn't use that on camera either. Yeah, it's a little too much. Like even dialed down at slowest, it's too much. The brick you could dial down to, instead of here. Yeah. Put a honeycomb on it, you can put a salt. Picture of it? Yeah, perfect. Exactly.
All right, pimpins. Let's turn on the AC. Let's get it cracking. Oh wait, did they come back from lunch yet? Tell me that you love me. Kiss me. They're still on break. Tell me that you love me. Kiss me one more time. That you know, baby. One more time. Kiss me one. We got something we can listen to also. Thank you for the people that hung around. Appreciate that. We're back. Back streets back. All right.
This battery on my new phone all day. That's why I'm saying bring it
here. Okay. Setting it up. Bloop, 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 bloop. Kiss me. I gotta figure out a couple things. There's a lot of technical stuff that I'm doing in the background, try to optimize the stream, you know what I'm saying? Tisa, yeah, I'm gonna play Tisa. I wanna listen to Tisa. You said, can you remove the comment on the left of the screen that's blocking the images? The comment, are you talking about this, the tweet? There's really nothing to see there. Let me see. I have some. Are you talking about these images here? That's on the red stuff here. Oh, the jury has headphones, so the courtroom can't hear. Okay, yeah, we're gonna move it over and let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna make a little playlist too, so people can keep track of what's going on.